The long-awaited paving of the Argyle International Airport runway is now scheduled to begin early in February 2015 and is expected, weather permitting, to be completed by June 2015. According to consultant engineer Rigoberto Andalia Borges, who has responsibility for the industrial area, they did a test run on the asphalt on Thursday, January 29th on the stopway at the northern end of the runway. Based on the results of that test, he is anticipating that full-fledged pavement will begin in early February. They are proposing to begin the paving of the runway at the northern end and work their way across to the southern end. Currently, the main area of focus right now is on the pavement, both asphalt and concrete. Could you tell us where we are with construction of the aprons, because we started with the aprons first?
En este momento estamos trabajando en las áreas de pavimentación con concreto y también con asfalto. ¿Puede hablarnos en qué estamos, en cuál nivel de desarrollo estamos en este momento?
Bueno, en este momento nos encontramos trabajando, colocando el hormigón de la plataforma principal de aviación comercial.
In this moment, we are currently placing the slabs in the area, the commercial platform of the airport. We're currently in the general aviation area. We're placing the subgrade and the base. That's where we're currently working on right now.
En breve comenzaremos también la ejecución de las losas de hormigón. Ya en este mes está planificada comenzar la ejecución de las losas en la plataforma de aviación general.
Very shortly we'd start placing the concrete slabs in this area, in the general aviation area. In the next month we'd start placing these slabs.
Y a continuación pues se continuaría con la plataforma de cargo.
And then after that we'd continue with the cargo platform.
Actualmente también nos encontramos trabajando en la losa del área de giro 04.
We are currently working in the turning head, the 04 turning head.
That's on the southern end.
Este es en el sur?
En el sur.
El extremo sur?
Sí,
Yes, it is on the southern end.
La del extremo norte ya fue concluida a finales del 2014.
The other end, the northern end, was completed at the end of 2014.
Actualmente estamos tengo por acá al 34% de ejecución.
We're currently about 34% of execution in the southern end.
Y estimamos que en el mes de marzo inicio del mes de marzo podamos concluirlo.
And we're thinking about the start of March we'll be finished.
Pasaríamos entonces todas las fuerzas para trabajar en la plataforma de aviación general y la de cargo.
And therefore we'd pass all our strength, our force, our energies into finishing the general aviation platform and the cargo platform.
Eso es referido al tema de la colocación de hormigones.
And this, when I say this, it refers to the topic of placing the concrete in these areas.
Paralelo, ya estamos iniciando las pruebas de colocación de hormigones asfálticos en la pista.
Currently, we are also testing for the placement of the asphalt concrete.
En el día de ayer iniciamos algunas pruebas ya, vamos a decir que concluyentes, que esperamos que tengan buenos resultados para en este mes de febrero iniciar los trabajos de colocación en la pista, que ya tenemos aproximadamente unos 500 metros listos para recibir asfalto.
Okay, yesterday we did some tests as it relates to asphalt. We think that in February we'll be ready. We have about 500 meters already ready for the placement of asphalt. But what we're going to do is we're going to test the work that we did yesterday to make sure it meets all the relevant criteria. And in the month of February we'll be ready because we have areas ready to start the placement of asphalt.
So the asphalt placement that we saw on the stopway yesterday, that's basically your testing area.
El asfalto que nos vimos en la risa ayer es un área de prueba que están usando.
Sí, el área que colocamos en el stopway es un área para definir características técnicas de la mezcla.
The area that you saw in the stopway yesterday was to basically define the technical characteristics. So it's like a test or trial to make sure that we have the right mix, the technical characteristics for the material, for the asphalt.
Para que una vez que comencemos el trabajo de colocación en la pista, tengamos en cuenta la compactación, es decir, el nivel de compactación que le vayamos a dar.
So that when we start, we'd have the knowledge of the compaction that we need for the runway, as well as we know the thickness that we need to prepare for the runway. So this basically is the trial area, so that we'd meet all the criteria that we'd use in the runway. Estamos esperando que al principio de febrero vamos a empezar colocación de asfalto.
Podríamos empezar hoy mismo, pero bueno, estamos esperando los resultados del laboratorio.
We could start today because we're actually ready, but we're just waiting for the results from the lab.
From yesterday's testing?
From the lab pruebas de ayer.
Sí, sí.
Yes.
In what area are you proposing to begin the asphalt when you start?
¿En qué área va a iniciar el trabajo de asfalto?
Nosotros estamos iniciando los trabajos. De hecho, cuando comenzamos ayer, empezaríamos en el stopway del extremo 22.
Actually, yesterday when we started in the area of the stopway in the 22 area, the 22 turning head, the stopway in the 22 turning head.
Y a continuación para acá comenzaríamos en la estación 238 hasta las 254, que son áreas que están listas para recibir asfalto.
We'll then go to
170 metros.
We'd go to the 238 and 254 stations. These areas are already prepared and ready for asphalt. Okay.
Ask him to tell us exactly where those are, because people listening will not know it.
Exactamente, ¿dónde están los números que me dan, los sitios?
En los sitios está hacia el extremo norte.
They're in the northern end. We'll be coming from the concrete slabs towards the south. ¿Cuáles son algunos de los retos que está enfrentando para llevar a cabo tu trabajo?
La obra como tal es un reto porque las ejecuciones que nos quedan son ejecuciones considerables, consideramos que sean realizables en los términos que tenemos planificados. Estamos hablando de concluir los hormigones en el mes de mayo, junio.
The work in itself is a challenge. The whole work in itself is a challenge. But we're talking about some of the time frames that we have, and we're going into finishing the concrete works. We have certain plans. Let's listen to the plans.
En la parte de asfalto, consideramos ya iniciando en este mes que estaríamos listos también en el mes de junio. Sería finalizando la pista ya.
We're thinking if we start in February, the asphalt work, we should be finishing it up by June. That's in particular dealing with the runway. We should be finishing up the asphalt work in June.
En el mes de julio, pues nos quedarían algunos viales internos y viales exteriores del aeropuerto.
In June, we should just have some internal roads and also external roads of the airport to finish up with asphalt.
How is the weather treating you?
¿Cómo es el tiempo, la lluvia?
Bueno, la lluvia nos ha sorprendido últimamente. Nosotros no esperábamos que en este mes de enero fuéramos a tener afectaciones por lluvia.
The rain has surprised us a lot because we never thought that in the month of January we'd have so much rain. So the rain has affected us a lot.
Estábamos planificados para trabajar el mes sin afectaciones de lluvia, pero hemos tenido pocas afectaciones, pero la hemos tenido demoras en comenzar los trabajos por el tema de la lluvia, porque está lloviendo prácticamente poco, pero todas las noches llueve.
We could say we have little affectations from the rain, but it has thrown back a bit some of the works that we have planned, because it seems like it's almost every day, mostly at nights we have rain, so it has affected the work. It has set back some of the works that we have planned.
Meanwhile, work continues on the spanning of the Yambo River, with several pieces of culverts already installed. The first piece was laid on Tuesday, January 27th, 2015. This work is being done under the supervision of Technical Advisor Leonardo Perez. For more information regarding these areas of work and more, Log on to our website at www.svgiadc.com or www.argyleairport.com. We are also on Facebook at Friends of the Argyle International Airport or on Twitter at Argyle International. Until next time, continue supporting the project in whatever way you can.